What up, world? EstablishedRich coming right back at you. And tonight we diving into a situation that should have never even got this far. And we talking about Turk from the Hot Boys. And we talking about a multi-million-dollar lawsuit that's got his full attention. This is documented, filed, and real. And it all started with a man speaking before he thought about the weight of his words.
Bro, we really just don't. You can't demand me do nothing. You feel me? Like, you can't demand that I take less money than what you owe me. Nah, we ain't agree to that. We agreed to this. I don't give a who taking less money. That don't have nothing to do with me. You feel me? I don't even know. I got my single contract. You hear me? I'm not on contract with nobody else. So when I do business with you, you expect me to do something, I expect you to follow through. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't go like that. You feel me? These people filed a counter lawsuit on me because I didn't take less money, y'all. So all that is like to persuade the public, to make it look, you know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna go nowhere. You feel me? I got evidence. I got emails, I got conversations, I got everything. I ain't defamate them dudes' character. I ain't talk down on them dudes. I'm talking about y'all business practices. You feel me? That shit up. And the tour had not been successful. That's why they kept setting them off. But they try to build a case. They try to build a case and make it seem like Turk the reason why we can't really just go far and the tickets ain't selling. That shit wasn't selling at all. I got your email when you told me that. Man, because of the ticket sale, I got evidence. Oh, you feel me? I got evidence. Then talking about man, stop it, man. All this that been going on, man. What y'all trying to assume and insinuate, man, this been going on for years. So all that other, and I got evidence of that. I got evidence showing all the interactions. What a problem is.
Turk went public with his issues about dope shows. And he went public in a way you can't take back. He hit podcasts like he was doing a press run. He hit the live streams with a lot of emotion in his voice. And he told stories that made him sound like the victim of a setup. He called dope shows broke and he called them unprofessional. He said they couldn't pay their artists and they was lying about money. And he told other artists not to work with them. And he said all of this publicly on his own accord. And that's when everything changed. Because when you talk like that, you ain't just talking to the internet. You are talking to lawyers. You talking to executives. You are talking to people who have paperwork and reputations on the line. And they do not take kindly to public attacks. This lawsuit was filed for $12 million, a number big enough to change any man's energy. After that lawsuit came out, Turk went ghost. No lives, no posts, no rants, no smoke, just silence. And you could tell the difference because before that lawsuit, he was talking with confidence like he couldn't be touched. After the lawsuit, you can hear the reality. You can hear the shift in his energy. He started speaking a lot more carefully and he started acting a lot more calm. He even started talking about making peace with Birdman. And that's a huge change from the way he used to talk. But let's be honest, this ain't just about Birdman. The bigger issue is B.G. They are the two that have real tension. And that tension made everything worse for the tour. Because promoters don't want to deal with artists who have personal issues with each other. When money is on the line, they're not trying to mediate beef. They just remove the problem and keep the show going. And from their point of view, Turk was the problem. So they decided to move forward without him. And that's when Turk decided to go public. And that's when this whole situation started rolling downhill. The lawsuit claims Turk damaged their reputation. They claim he made false statements and hurt their business. They claim he leaked confidential information and he was the reason that they lost artists. They even claim his words caused chaos behind the scenes. And they believe they can prove it. When you're dealing with companies who have money, lawyers, and receipts, you got to be careful because they don't file lawsuits unless they feel confident about what they can show the judge. This ain't a game. This ain't a misunderstanding. This is a real legal fight that will cost Turk money every single month that he's in it, even if he don't lose the full $12 million. Court costs add up quick. Lawyer fees add up quick. The stress of a lawsuit can change a man's entire personality. And you can see that change in Turk. He went from talking reckless to talking careful. He went from being loud to being strategic. That's not by accident. That's a man who's realized what he's really facing. This is what happens when you let emotions lead the way. This is what happens when you let social media be your therapy. Listen, the internet is not private. It's not safe. The internet is a giant archive of everything you said out of anger. And them lawyers love that archive. They put it up and they organize it. They present it like a timeline of your worst moments. And now you have to defend each one of those moments. This is why artists have to learn to move with patience, because one emotional outburst can cost you everything you work for. I'm not against Turk. I want to see him win, but I'm not going to ignore the reality of what he facing. And the reality is simple. This is a problem he created with his own words. If he would have kept things private, it never would have reached this level. If he would have calmed down and talked offline, this could have been a conversation instead of a court date. But when you speak publicly, you invite public consequences. And this is a consequence that can follow him for years. I hope he finds a way through this, and I hope he learns from it. And I hope other artists watching him learn from it too. Because one emotional decision can change everything. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.